Today on NorCal Slot Car Scene, we're going to take a look at the brand new UltraLow chassis from B4Slot. The packaging of the UltraLow chassis is not much bigger than a matchbox, and it's hard to believe that the chassis would come in packaging this small. The UltraLow chassis is designed for T-Jet bodies, but that's where the similarities end. As you can see here, the UltraLow chassis uses a very small can motor as opposed to the traditional pancake motor in a T-Jet. The next obvious difference is the height of the chassis. As you can see here, it's considerably lower than an original T-Jet. How low is it? Here's a standard T-Jet. The side-by-side view shows how low it actually is. The top of the UltraLow chassis is actually below the top of the wheels. The next dimension I checked was the width. The UltraLow chassis comes in a little under 23.5 millimeters, which is about 1 millimeter less than a standard T-Jet chassis. The chassis itself is about a millimeter narrower than an Aurora T-Jet. This will definitely help in the fitment of some of the resin bodies that are available. The chassis I received was the UltraLow short version, which has the same wheelbase as an Aurora T-Jet in the short wheelbase configuration. If you're familiar with T-Jets, you know that an Aurora T-Jet comes with 3 mounting holes for the front axle: the short, the long, and the tall for some specialty bodies. To make the chassis as compact as possible, it comes in 4 versions: the T-Jet short, the T-Jet long, as well as an Auto World, both short and long. I've had this Lotus Elite body for quite a while and never bothered to finish it because it just looks too tall on a standard T-Jet chassis. I trimmed the body posts and now it looks 100% better. From the underside of the car, you can see in the front if I trim the chassis to match the contour of the front body, I could get it even lower. Here's another before and after with a Lotus Europa body. On this body, I not only trimmed the body posts, but a little bit around the chassis to allow it to fit better. The body sits lower and looks much more natural. Now I'll have the time to finish it and get it out on the track. It's obvious what this chassis will do for the HO builder, but it also has great benefits for the line of slot cars under the B4Slot banner. Here's the new Gullwing Mercedes by Bauer. The body itself looks great, but take a look at the interior. The Mercedes has a full 3D interior, much like a 32nd scale car. And since it's a Christmas edition, who else drives it but Santa Claus? The UltraLow chassis opens up a whole new world for HO slot cars. You can lower an existing body to make it look a lot more natural, or add a 3D interior, or both. The UltraLow chassis will be available on the B4Slot website soon. Thanks for watching. This is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene.